Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Assuming you're not a vegan or vegetarian, which I think is great and I have no problem with it if you don't want to eat animals, assuming you eat a well-balanced plant-based diet, I think it's very healthy and good for you. However, for those that do enjoy eating meat and love chicken, today's video is going to reveal to you why it's one of the worst sources of animal protein, worthless in my opinion, can actually be bad for you. And this always comes as a shock to most people that I tell them this, especially since chicken is the most consumed source of animal protein. Whether it's the professional athletes and bodybuilders who seem to eat chicken almost every single meal, or the person trying to live a healthier life by not eating red meat and, opting for the quote unquote healthier chicken. And by the way, a couple decades ago, I also used to eat lots of chicken until I found out what I'm going to share with you today. First of all, chicken has no nutrients, in my opinion. Chicken grows for about 3 months before they're killed. Now, a few decades ago, it would take an entire year before they were killed, and then it was 6 months, and now it's only 3 months. They basically fast forward to the growth phase so they can grow and sell more chicken. And because of this accelerated growth, there are no nutrients in the chicken. It's just protein. Now, unlike pasture-raised beef or bison, which can take a few years to grow and has lots of vitamins and minerals, essential fats, and creatine, other muscle-building nutrients, I have, in fact, all my athletes, especially my professionals and Olympic athletes, switch out the chicken for grass-fed, pasture-raised bison. Even though they'll eat the same exact calories, they all gain more muscle and, in fact, lose more fat. I also have them eat some wild-caught salmon about 3 or 4 times a week for the omega fats, but no more chicken with them. Also, there's no difference in cholesterol. Lots of people stop eating red meat and switch to chicken only to find out that they see no improvements in their cholesterol levels or just very little. Now, one reason for this is because the chickens are genetically modified in a variety of ways, and one of them is to have more fat, which contains more cholesterol. Again, more fat equals more weight, so they can sell more. Chicken is also full of bacteria. You can eat most sources of protein raw, whether it's beef, fish, chicken, egg, or even pork. But chicken is definitely one that you never want to do that. In fact, over 97% of chicken contains bacteria that will make you sick. Also, chicken is fake meat. Listen, the chicken breast is actually 3 times bigger now than it was a few years ago. And this is because for a few reasons. The first is that the chicken's DNA has been modified to have much bigger breasts, since that's the part of the chicken most people buy and eat. Secondly, the chicken basically gets breast augmentation done by just going to China. They get pumped full of liquid, engorging the breast for an even larger size, and then shipped back to the US for us to eat. In fact, they also do this with shrimp as well. Again, anything to make more money. Also, chicken is cancer causing. Now, some of the other things chickens are filled with, which the FDA has admitted to, is arsenic, a highly poisonous chemical that's actually 4 times more toxic than mercury. Now, arsenic is given to the chicken because it causes quicker weight gain and less feeding, right? And it also enhances the pink coloring in the raw meat. So now you know why it only takes 3 months instead of 12 months to have a chicken that has over 3 times the breast size and double the weight at an even lower price. It's all fake, toxic meat. Listen, even the labeling is misleading. Raised without hormones is meaningless since the USDA doesn't allow their use with chickens in the first place. Or when it says natural or farm raised, is also useless because it tells you nothing about how it was raised, what they were fed, or if they were treated with drugs or antibiotics. Then there's free range, which means that they can see the outside even though they are fenced into a tiny pen every day. But if you're going to eat chicken, if it's possible, get it from a local farmer, as rare as that is these days. Unfortunately, factory farming accounts for 99.9% of the chickens raised for meat in the US. Even if the chicken has been raised, on free range or organic farms, chickens often spend just as much time confined to a crowded space as those in the conventional farms. Listen, it's simply a matter of economics and money. It has nothing to do with health. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share that with others so they can benefit as well. Don't forget to leave your comments and questions below. Also, do me a big favor and let me know the topics that you want me to cover in my videos. I have a special link below in the description area that you can fill out, and it goes directly to my private email box. This helps me make the videos that you want to watch about the topics that you're interested in. As always, thanks for listening and have a happy and healthy day.